Here we go again. Sony have revealed the games PlayStation Plus subscribers will receive for the month of May 2022. You can download the following games from Tuesday, the 3rd of May. Be sure to leave your opinion in the comments below, as I know that PlayStation do read them. So let's crack on. On both the PS4 and PS5 is Tribes of Midgard. It calls itself a co-op survival action RPG, which supports 10-player cooperative play. We set up our Viking village and are tasked with protecting the seed of Yggdrasil, a big magic tree. Every time night falls, creatures from the underworld attack your village. This continues until Ragnarok arrives, the end of the world. That tree eats souls, by the way, and it's our job to bring them to it, in exchange for new abilities. After creating our own Viking, we can go it alone or bring in teammates and work together. While exploring the world, we'll gather materials for crafting items such as armor, potions, and even our hometown's defenses. Tribes of Midgard is procedurally generated, making every area and new game a completely different experience. Oh, and I forgot to mention the best thing, giants. At random points, a game-ending giant will begin marching towards your home. If you've prepared well enough, this is your chance to defeat a legendary foe and collect its very rare loot, and then do it all over again. The user and critic reviews say this is a 7 out of 10 game, so will you try it? And more importantly, do you have 9 friends to play with? Next we have FIFA 22 on both the PS5 and PS4. Whether you call it football or prefer soccer, you do you. FIFA received its annual update, and this year it's slower than previous iterations to try and combat the meta of finding the fastest players and running forward. This is down to a refined animation system which forces each player to use the correct body shape before releasing the ball. A patient build-up and a more considered approach is rewarded, and thanks to that, the game looks more like real life than ever before. If the core of FIFA is becoming simulation, then Volta is 100% the arcade version. If you've ever played FIFA Street, you'll know the idea. Smaller courts, smaller teams, more flair on the ball, and more aggression too. There are mini games to play for quick XP farming and a break from the more serious parts of FIFA. Other improvements include creating your own team, designing their kit and crest, and steering them up the Football League, buying marquee players along the way. If you've played FIFA before, it's definitely more FIFA, and it's easily the best football game on the market. But there isn't much competition, if I'm honest. What are your thoughts on receiving a sports game in PS Plus? And finally on the PS4 is Curse of the Dead Gods, a top-down action roguelike, which has impressive reviews. We journey to a temple and make our way through its procedurally generated levels using 10 different weapon types. Each weapon and upgrade we find will offer slightly different stats, like elemental damage, health regen, or other slight buffs. But this is a roguelike, so if we die, we must restart the entire game. Luckily, there are some permanent upgrades to unlock on good runs, which give us a step up on our next attempt. Curse of the Dead Gods fighting mechanics are addicting, with a stamina meter. Those diamonds underneath our hero count down, and therefore must be managed, and so do the curses we pick up en route. These debuffs can only be cleansed by defeating a boss. The end goal is to complete the entire game in one single life, and that'll take you around 30 hours, I'm told. IGN say this game is amazing, giving it 9 out of 10. Will you try it? What do you think to this month? I think I'm going to jump into Tribes of Midgard. What are you playing? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm Adam, you're awesome. I'll see you next time.